Hey guys, today we're going to be talking about why it's so important to have a backup credit card. Let me just say this. Over here, if anything ever happens to you and you need to get out of here quick, you want to have at least $3,000, $4,000, $5,000 left on a credit card. Preferably a credit card that you leave untouched most of the time. Just put something on there every once in a while and pay it off just so you don't lose the credit card or they don't shut it down on you or whatever. But it's good to have like a $5,000 or $10,000 limit credit card. Here's why. You ever get caught in a jam over here and you get deported or something like that, or something ever happens, you can always go in and make sure you have your PIN number set up so that you can go in there and you can borrow money from it or whatever if you have to, and then pay it back later. You get in a medical jam, deportation jam, housing jam, something happens, maybe you lost your ATM card, you don't have access to something else, you don't have access to money, for whatever reason. At least this way here you have access to something. Hide it someplace where it won't get lost and you can get access to it. And always remember that if you can get a safe deposit box or something like that, put some stuff in there too, if you can find a place that has a safe deposit box, a bank. But you always want to have backup. Carry some stuff on your person at all times, not always in your wallet. What if you get pickpocketed, they steal your wallet, or held up, they steal your wallet and your phone, My phone is also like a wallet, and I keep my passport ID in there. And I keep it in there for many reasons, because I rarely have ever lost a phone. And if anybody goes for my phone, trust me, I'll do whatever I have to do, and they're not going to get my phone. But, they want my wallet or something, take it. There's nothing in there, because I always get money just before I need it, and then I don't have any money on me. It's the best way to deal with things over here. I've never been robbed over here, never had any issues. But you never know. It could happen. You can keep that emergency credit card in a safe. You could tape it somewhere. Tape it to the back of your refrigerator if you want, Put it someplace where nobody will find it. There's tons of places in a house that you can always hide an extra credit card. Tons of places. Just make sure it's not a place that a robber would check, or somebody that broke into your house. Sometimes the bottom of a chair in the kitchen, tape it there, or put a little compartment on the bottom of the chair or something like that that you can hide things. You can have it built onto the chair if you have a wooden chair. I've had it done, I did a video a long time ago about secret compartments. If you have furniture built here, you can have secret compartments built into your furniture. Little tiny place to hide your credit card, no problem, Easy to hide. Extra money, spare cash, no problem. Can be hidden away easily. Just make sure you put it in a plastic bag, You don't want some termites or bugs getting in there and eating your money or whatever, Just be careful all the time. Or mice or something like that. You don't want any access to be able to access that area. Be extra careful of that. I tell people a lot about safety, and money is a big safety here. Here's another thing. Keep $1,000 extra cash around. Keep it free. Outside the bank. Hide it someplace. Hide it someplace good. Put it in your sock drawer if you have to. Wrap it up into some socks or something. But keep $1,000 available, because a lot of times when you go into a hospital here, you know what they're going to ask you for? $1,000 cash. If you're in there for something big, they're going to say, "Can you give us $1,000 cash up front?" Sometimes they do that. Some of the private hospitals will ask you for that, and it's good to have that. Some people say it's better to have closer to $10,000 sitting around. I don't recommend that, because if it ever gets stolen, it's gone. $1,000 cash most of us can take the hit. $10,000 cash, that's a harder hit to take, you know, for a lot of us. So keep $1,000 around, you know. It ain't gonna hurt you. There's plenty of places you can hide it. Just look, like I said, make sure it's not someplace where somebody's gonna go look right away. Sometimes you can pull a drawer out. There's a space underneath the drawer. Put all the money in a plastic bag or a box, put it on the floor underneath that drawer, and put the drawer back in. Because sometimes you have like a little lip like that. You push it in and there's a space underneath that drawer, you know, in some of your desk drawers, you know, and sometimes in bureaus or things like that. There's places underneath. You can hide stuff. Tape stuff underneath. There's all kinds of places to hide money, you know. Just make sure you're not the only one that knows where it is. If you trust your girlfriend or your wife, make sure they know where it is in case something ever happens to you, they can go grab it. It's only $1,000. What's the worst that can happen, you know? Just make sure that they don't borrow it, you know? Just tell them, say, don't touch that unless one of us goes in the hospital. If you go in the hospital, I'll grab it. And if I go in, you know, if I go in the hospital, you grab it. And just let them know. This is strictly for emergency money, you know? But guys, always plan. That credit card, that money could be a lifesaver. You know, it's important to have. It's important to have around. But that credit card is the biggest important thing. Because you need to get out of the country fast. God forbid something happens. Country gets attacked by another country. The government falls apart. Anything. You need to go home because of a fast-moving disease in the country or something like that. You need to get out of here. Get out of here. And get out of here quick. You know what I'm saying? But anyway, guys, just be aware. You know, you always want to be on the safe side all the time. God bless, guys. Take care.